It's the Cornermen Radio Live with Barzini and DLG Image Creations. Yo, shout out to the whole LDBC, man. This is the fight I need to talk about, man. We talked about that Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford, man. This is the fight I truly want to see. I just don't want to hear no excuses. I feel like Bud wants it more. You know what I mean? I saw the Twitter rebuttals at each other. They were going at each other. You know, Crawford was saying, don't forget the Omaha, man. You know what I mean? And Spence was saying, you on the wrong side of the streets. And Crawford replied that I'm a boss, man. It don't matter what street I'm on. I'm the boss. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that.
He said he owned the block.
He owned the block. Yeah, I mean,
so my only thing to that again is last time I checked, Errol Spence doesn't have a promoter. So what's the holdup for taking this fight? I don't believe he has a promotion or a TV deal with Showtime. So I don't think he has a Showtime specific deal. He doesn't have a promoter. You have Crawford who's calling you out. Crawford who, when he first moved to 147, everybody said, oh, you don't talk to me, don't see me until you have a belt. He has a belt. He's calling everybody out. What's the holdup? You're a free agent. You don't have a promoter. You're free to negotiate with anybody. Why aren't you negotiating with Top Rank for Crawford? You don't have a deal with, I don't believe he has a deal, an exclusive deal with Showtime. Why can't he fight Crawford on ESPN? So my only concern is if this fight happens, do they go neutral? Do they go Vegas? Do they go New York? I don't think Spence is going to go to Omaha. I don't know if Crawford's willing to go to Dallas because, you know, if he's going to do a unification fight, Jerry Jones is going to be like, hey, do it in Cowboy Stadium. So do you give Spence home field? Do you give Bud home field? You take it somewhere neutral? I want the fight to happen. I think it'll be a great fight. But again, you see a lot of talk. And then people building these fake imaginary walls as excuses of why the fights can't be made. When a fighter wants to fight, it can be done. Canelo wanted Trout. His promotion company, they didn't want him to fight Trout. He fought Trout. He put his foot down. He got Trout. Lara, same thing. They didn't want him to fight Lara. He said, I want to fight Lara. He fought Lara. Linares against Lomachenko. Linares said, I don't care what you got to do. Make the fight happen. The fight happened. Why aren't these fights happening? He has a belt. There's no promotion company in the way. There's no TV deals to be parsed out and figured out. If fights like Klitschko and Joshua can be made, where the fight was shown on HBO and Showtime, stuff like that complicates a fight when they have these promotional deals, when they have these exclusive TV deals. And fights like that got done easier than these fights, which there's no roadblocks, but the fact of imaginary roadblock, but they're putting up saying that you're on the other side of the block. The hell does that even mean? You have no promotion company. So that's my only take on that. It's you calling out Thurman. Thurman, you're doing the same thing Thurman did to you, you're doing to Crawford. Thurman was like, come see me when you get a belt. Come see me when you get a belt. He got a belt. Thurman, Spence didn't happen. Thurman's hurt. Eventually he'll come back. Once upon a time, Thurman. If he doesn't fight soon, they're going to have to change his nickname from Keith One Time Thurman to Keith Once Upon a Time Thurman.
Hey, don't disrespect the great
It's not disrespect. It's not disrespect.
You know
I like Thurman.
That's my boy.
I like Thurman, but he's been out.
Fighter.
It's a joke. He's been out for a while. But again, Keith One Time Thurman, Once Upon a Time, He was the man at 147. He needs to come back. The conversation needs to be, who's number one at 147? Is it Spence? Is it Crawford? Is it Thurman? Who's going to fight Pacquiao? Who's going to get that belt? Anybody? Who's going to unify? Who's going to be the man at 147? Thurman needs to come back. Spence and Crawford need to stop fucking around. The same treatment. It's funny how you get the same treatment done to you, then you get in the same position and you do the same shit to somebody else. He told Crawford, get a belt. Crawford got a belt. Still, now there's this imaginary, you're on the other side of the block nonsense. So,
my thing about this fight, a lot of people should know already. I was born in Omaha, Nebraska. So Omaha is a long time. That's my home. That's where I'm from. So I got to represent for Omaha, man. We got to show out. But, yo, man, I know Spence wouldn't mind fighting him. But I just don't like his body tone when everything is always, I don't see him having the same enthusiasm for Thurman that he has for Crawford. It's like you always see like he got too much respect. I don't know. He don't come off as aggressive. You got Crawford keep saying, I'm going to show you. You know what I mean? Like he wants to show you. And I just don't like it. He jumped on that Mikey fight. And you see, a lot of people going to come on here and say, oh, they Bob Arum, it's going to be Bob Arum. Bob don't want that fight. Man, I don't want to hear that. Until you negotiate a fight with the promoter and try to make a deal, then we can know who pulled out or who backed out. Until we have proof and evidence that they negotiated a fight, somebody said no, then then we can talk from there. But you can't tell me about no Bob or no Top Rank. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm a fan, bro. So I don't want to hear that business talk with me. I don't want to hear that business talk, because that business talk, I'm not in the business. I'm not in that business. I'm here to talk about shit I like and shit what I want to see. Now, I believe Spence needs to fight Crawford. Every time, like you said, he's like, get a belt. Let's see what he do with Jeff Horn. Well, he just demolished Jeff Horn. What's up? Let's make it happen. Let's make it early next year. I don't want to hear if Spence do not fight Crawford, I'm going to say you don't want no smoke. It's not no free smoke. Because every time it was somebody else, Danny, Porter, you go all hey crazy on them guys. But Crawford, you're not as aggressive. Nah, I don't like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Until he beat, I know Crawford gonna beat Spence. You know what I mean? And that's the bottom line. I feel it. Mikey needs to go fight Vasily Lomachenko, or Spence needs to fight Terence Crawford. We here to unify, right? Everybody said we want to see unifications take precedence off of any other fight, right? You know, that's what we want. We don't want to wait no more, man. I don't want to see no Mikey Garcia fight, bro. I don't want to hear about no 135 fighter coming down to 147. No, I don't want to hear that, man. I'm tired of that shit, man. I'm tired of these fighters. And he's going to get so much respect because he stepped up to fight Errol Spence. Nah, not to me. You ain't getting that respect from me.